everyone, welcome to our presentation on gamification in language teaching. We'll look at trends, apps, and AI integration. My name is Abdulwahab Ahmed, and I am an e-learning coordinator as well as an ESL instructor at Taibah University in Saudi Arabia. We will explore innovative approaches to make language learning engaging and effective. In the first part of our presentation, we'll delve into the world of gamification, examine how integrating game elements can transform language education. We will discuss trends, recommend apps, and the integration of AI to enhance the learning experience. Following that, in the second part, we'll shift our focus to a practical demonstration of how you can create quizzes in minutes using smart AI technology. We'll explore how AI can streamline the quiz creation process, saving valuable time for educators while ensuring engaging and effective assessments for learners. So, without further ado, let's delve into the exciting realm of gamified language instruction and explore the power of AI in quiz creation. We'll start first with what is gamification. Gamification refers to infusing game elements and mechanics into non-game scenarios to elevate engagement and motivation. In language education, gamification entails integrating features such as points, levels, challenges, and rewards to enhance the learning experience. So let's look at the benefits of gamification in language teaching. It boosts motivation and engagement levels. It promotes active participation and learning. Empowers learners with a sense of progress and accomplishment. Encourages collaboration and healthy competition. And as well as it offers instant feedback to reinforce learning. So what are some of the trends, or what are some of the recent trends in gamification for language learning? First, we have personalization. You can customize learning experiences to individual preferences using adaptive algorithms and AI. You have mobile learning, where you can embrace mobile apps and platforms for convenient language practice anytime and anywhere. Now you have the AR, augmented reality, and virtual reality, VR, that provides immersive experiences to simulate real-world language context. We also now have social learning, which we can integrate social elements like peer interaction, leaderboards, and group challenges, as well as storytelling, so that we can engage our learners with narrative elements to contextualize language acquisition. So, what are some of the recommended gamification? Or how do we integrate gamification for language learning? You have AI-powered algorithms. This personalizes learning by analyzing the learner data and adjusts the content accordingly. You have this new technology called NPL, which enables conversational practice with virtual tutors or chatbots and provides immediate feedback. You have machine learning algorithms that optimize game mechanics based on learner behavior, which enhances engagement and effectiveness. And now you have AI-driven speech recognition technology that helps facilitate pronunciation, practice, and assessment. This offers targeted feedback to learners. So what are some of the gamification apps out there for language teaching? You have Duolingo, Rosetta Stone, Quizlet, Memrise, and Fluent U. These are just a few that have become very popular over the years. But we'll actually look at a little bit more down the road. So here are some additional tools that you can update your digital toolkit. Just to run a few. All right. So you have Duolingo, Memrise, Quizlet, Kahoot, Brainscape, Fluent U, Lingdoer, Closemaster, Drops, Anki app. All right. And again, this is just giving you some information just to update your toolkit. You can check it out, see what you feel that is beneficial for yourself. But like we mentioned in the second part of the presentation, we're going to look at some practical options that's going to make your life easier. But before we do that, remember that it's very important that you look at the class data reports and feedback so that you can personalize the learning for your students and that you can provide real-time feedback, as well as how you can incorporate gamification to adapt the difficult levels of the learner's proficiency. Look at data analytics, or we're going to analyze the data to look for insightful class data reports so that, again, we can aid the performance in tracking and we adjust our instructions accordingly. Also, we want to make sure that Impact it revolutionizes the language teaching with personalized, interactive, and data-driven approaches so that we can lead to a better or to have better student outcomes. Remember, here are some game-changing apps that are out there that I've seen recently that I've been using with the built-in AI integration, Kahoot, Quizzes, and Quizalize. Again, we'll look into this shortly. And you have these case studies that where you want to be able to search for these tools and see how that you can implement them. So keep these case studies in mind. So for example, a language teacher is integrating gamified vocabulary learning app into the curriculum. So you want to see, is it going to result in increased student engagement and improved retention rates? Or the other example is an AI-powered language learning platform, which personalizes lessons based on the individual learner preferences, as well as optimizes the learning outcomes. So put these cases in mind, see how that these apps will be able to accommodate these situations. And just before we end, so let's look at some of the best practices for gamification in language instruction. First, you want to make sure you align game mechanics with language learning objectives. Second, you want to provide clear instruction and feedback to learners. Third, you want to balance challenge and reward to sustain motivation. Fourth, you want to foster a supportive learning community through social features. And lastly, you want to continuously assess and adapt gamification strategies based on learner feedback and performance. To conclude, gamification combined with the latest technology trends and AI integration holds immense potential to revolutionize language instruction. Educators can leverage gamified experiences to create dynamic and immersive learning environments that motivate and empower learners. So let's embrace these innovative approaches to make language learning enjoyable, effective, and accessible to all. Thank you for your attention, and we'll leave the door open for some questions and discussions. Hello, educators. My name is Abdulwahab Ahmed. I'm an e-learning coordinator and ESL instructor. Today, I'm going to talk about the future of education. We're going to look at a groundbreaking app that is going to change the classroom dynamics and simplify the lives of educators. Imagine a tool that not only enhances the learning experience, but also saves time and effort, allowing you to focus more on what truly matters, teaching. In this must-watch video, I'm going to show how this app harnesses the power of the latest AI technology to create various types of quizzes in a matter of few minutes. No more tedious hours spent crafting questions or grading papers. With just a few clicks, you're going to generate engaging quizzes tailored to your curriculum and students' needs. This app isn't about reinventing the wheel. It's about streamlining processes and maximizing efficiency. Whether you're a seasoned educator or just starting out, this tool will transform your classroom and elevate the learning experience for everyone involved. Get ready to witness the future of education unfold before your eyes. Say goodbye to traditional teaching methods and hello to a smarter, more effective way of learning. Join me as we explore the possibilities and unlock the potential of this game-changing app for educators with AI. So let's get started. Let's look at this app. It's called Quizalize. It saves time and it has its own instant question bank created by ChatGPT. And we can create quizzes in a matter of seconds. So let's show how it works. Let's click on the Make a Smart Quiz with AI Help. Alright, you have the option of entering a topic, searching, and then you can have questions based off of that. Or you can use these time saver options that are available. Alright, we're going to look at a few just to give you an idea, an overview of what this app can do with the AI technology. So let's start with the YouTube link. So let's say here I want to enter a YouTube link. Let's say here I have a present simple grammar. I'll enter the link here and then click on load video. In just a matter of seconds, it's going to generate topics from the video transcript. And then you have the option of selecting the topics you want. So it reads a transcript and then it makes questions based off of that. So let's click next. Alright, and then we can select the level. And there you go. In just a matter of few seconds, it reads the video and it's going to create or generate questions based off of that. What a game-changing app. I mean, really, it's going to just change our lives, just make it easier for ourselves so that we don't have to reinvent the wheel. And there you go. Now we can just select the questions. Now you do have the option of selecting the questions. You can edit, you can print it out, you can save it, add more questions. So you have the option of exporting it as a print, or Google Form, Kahoot, Quizzes, or BlueKit. Alright, so let's click on Save and Preview. Alright, we type in the title here. Alright, and then we're going to click on Save and Preview. And look at that. Wow! It generates the questions already. Alright, you can click here to show the answers or to hide the answers. Alright, now you have the options of editing them, and you can add more questions and so on by clicking Edit Questions. Alright, you can tailor the questions accordingly. Alright, and you can add more questions by clicking on Add More Suggestions. Now you can send this to your students as a quiz, or as a game, or as a homework assignment, as an exam, or as a printed PDF. I mean, really cool. So let's say here we want to send it as a homework assignment. Give the class, we can have the option of as a game, so they can choose the different types of games they want to play with, or click on the classic quiz. So not only you are generating quick questions, but also you're gamifying your lesson to make your class more enjoyable, entertaining, but yet at the same time still being efficient, and saving yourself a lot of time and effort. Really, really cool so far. So again, I'm going to send it as a classic quiz. Now you have the option of choosing a quiz mode. You can use smart questions, where immediately after each wrong answer, they get a second chance or a hint in order to go to the right direction. Or they can click on the smart review, where they can actually attempt the whole quiz without any help, and then they can work through the questions that they missed. And they can also have the option of using classic mastery mode, where they keep continuing until they get all the questions correct. You have exam mode, standard mode, and then you have these other options available to randomize question orders, number of attempts, and number of questions. And then you can select the game or just click continue as a classic quiz. Alright, I'm going to show you continue. And then something that's really cool on top of all of this is you can differentiate your lesson or your quizzes according to students' needs. For example, so if a student scores less than 50%, you can send your own resource or a shared website or YouTube video or PDF or link in order to help them out so that they can actually maximize the benefit of the quiz and the materials that is going to be sent out by you as a teacher. So, or you can skip it. So here in this case, students who scored less than 50%, I'm going to send them this YouTube video link or so on. You can put it here, search for it, alright, and then add the video. Or I want to use something else, I can type in present simple, alright, and you can find another grammar video if you like. Just click on it and they'll be able to watch it afterwards as a follow-up. You just click on follow up, assign it, and you're done. And there you go. Look at that. Just a matter of few minutes, you're able to generate the questions from a video as well as a follow up afterwards. All right. So let's look at another option of creating quizzes. All right. Let's go back. Click on Smart Quiz. Alright, now something really cool, you can add a PDF and it will also generate questions based off that. You can paste some long text, it's going to also do the same thing. Fill in the blank, vocabulary quiz, and so on. So here, let's look at fill in the blank. Alright, let's say we have these vocabulary words that I want to add from the course book. Alright, and then I can select the language, although you have the options of multiple languages. Alright, and select the grade. And then in a matter of a few seconds, it's going to generate more questions, but in the fill in the blank style. Look at that. Alright, and so on. If you are okay with the questions, you can just click on save and preview, or you can export and print. Look at that. Wow. So let's do that. Save and preview. And there you go. Look at that. The questions are set up. And again, you can send as a homework, as an exam, or a printed PDF. And give it to your class. And then you have these options as well for different formats. Look at that. Time saving app that just makes our life easier. Alright. Let's look at another option when creating quizzes. Alright, let's go back. Alright, something I want to show you that's really, really cool is the reading comprehension. To me, this is probably one of the best features of this app. So let's say I want to create a reading passage. I can type in the topic, or I can type in the vocabulary list that I want. So let's say, for example, I have the topic customs and traditions in Saudi Arabia, since I'm teaching in the Middle East. And then I want to use the following vocabulary words that are in the course book. I can select a story, or a conversation, or an article, or customize it. So let's click on article here. Alright, and then what's really, really cool is you can choose the different type of language. But the best part, I think, is also selecting the level accordingly. So you can use ACTFL, or CFR, or IELTS according to the level and the need that you want for your students. So let's say, for example, here CFR, I'm teaching let's say B2 level students, and then I can write the questions in English or different languages so far, and then click on generate passage. And just like that, wow, it's going to generate the text passage according to what I typed in as the topic and the different vocabulary words. And there you go. Preserving Saudi Arabia's rich traditions. Look at that. Alright. And you can edit the text over here, or if you're okay with it, you can approve and create questions based off of that. Let's look at it right now. Again, it just takes about a minute or so, and it's going to generate suggested questions for this reading passage. Wow, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Such a great tool. I mean, especially for language instructors. I mean, we're always looking for materials to enhance our classrooms. We're always stuck with time. So this is an option that's going to make our life easier. All right, you go ahead and select the questions. And like I said before, you have the option of editing, revising, or adding questions, or adding more suggestions. And then you can export it as a print, as a PDF. As you can see over here, look at that. It gives you the PDF and then the type of questions there that you can send to your students, or you can print it out, or you can go back here and you can export it to these different options, or send it to your students as a quiz. Or you can, let's say we want to change the reading passage. Let's go back. Again, let's say we want to change the words. All right, we can, let's say, put the same words, but this time we want to look at customs and traditions in New Zealand. And we can select a story or a conversation. Again, we could change the level. So click English. Let's say CFR level. Let's say C1, and generate the questions in English. And look at that. In just a matter of few seconds or a minute, it's going to regenerate a reading passage according to what I need. So, and then we want to set the different type of text. And look at that. It makes a conversation about traditions in New Zealand. And look at that. And uses the words that I asked for. Wow. Again, you can prove and create the questions and then save it and preview it for your students. What a game-changing app that just changes the dynamics of the classroom. It's a wonderful, wonderful tool on top of gamifying it as well. All right. So let's look at another option here really quick. So here are the questions again. You can edit if you're satisfied with them, and then click save and preview. All right. And there you go. Look at that. Really, really cool. All right. So now let's look at another option in the AI help. So let's say here they have a new process called New World Languages. So let's say, for example, I want to create a vocabulary quiz. Let's say we'll use the same words that we had before. All right. Now we want to choose a language. So since I'm teaching students English, I'm going to select English, but I can use the translation Arabic. And then I can do English to Arabic or vice versa from Arabic to English. And then click on Generate Questions. And look at that. In a matter of few seconds, it's going to generate a quiz with multi-language from English to Arabic. All right. All I have to do is just click on it. And so students can use this like a practice flashcards, vocabulary quiz. This could be done before the classroom, save you some time and effort. I mean, the options are there. I mean, you could do flipped classrooms, you can do blended learning, and only in a matter of few minutes without changing too much of your time. All right. Again, let's save and preview, or you can export it. And look at that. Gives the words in English and then they select in Arabic, or you can change it and do the opposite. All right. Like I said, wow, just a really wonderful tool that makes your life so much easy. So much, easy. So again, you have all these other options. We're not going to go through all of them, but you can explore it on your own, take advantage of it. On top of it, just to just give you an update, all of this so far is free. I didn't pay anything at all. Now imagine if you want the premium version, then you get better options. But we're talking about the free version that you have as with all the capabilities. It's just a wonderful, wonderful tool. Another tool that I want to talk about quickly is Quizzes has a built-in function where you can turn any website into a quiz. So let's look into that. So they have this built-in extension that you can add to your browser. Alright, so it turns any website into a quiz. So let's say, for example, we have a Wikipedia, let's say on the culture of Mexico. Alright, at the top you have this little icon, Quizzes AI. You click on it, and then what it does is you can select the different grade level and the amount of questions that you want. Alright, and the different type, if you want a multiple choice or reading comprehension. And then just click on Generate Quiz. Alright, I did that in just a matter of a minute or so. It did the following. Alright, it made a reading comprehension. Alright, and then it made multiple questions based off of that. And then you have these different options available for quick actions to add questions, check for errors, translation, and so on. Again, I'm just showing you can explore this on your own, but look at that. What a wonderful tool in just a matter of a few minutes. Let's say we also have a YouTube video. We want to generate questions. Again, same way. Click here. Alright, how many questions do I want? How many how long do I want? What level? Let's say here, I just want, let's say, 5 questions. Include the video clip in the quiz, and then click on Generate Quiz. And just like that, in a matter of few seconds or a minute, it's going to generate questions based off that YouTube video. Alright, and you can edit your questions afterwards. What a game-changing app that's available that makes our life easy, and it's free. So we're not talking about paid versions that you spend a lot of money. So here's the video, and then you have the different options, how many points you want to give, and then there you go. Look at that. Another option, another tool that's available that just you can add to your digital toolkit to make your life easier, make the class more fun, educate, and change the dynamics of the classroom, entertaining, and really just a time saver app. And I just can't keep talking about how these tools have been affected with from AI, and this is only just the beginning of the future that's just going to make our life easier as educators. And I strongly recommend that we use these tools to enhance our lessons and save us more time to focus on teaching as opposed of creating materials and spending so much time doing all the other administrative duties. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that it was beneficial, and I look forward to hearing your comments, and thank you for watching.